You're about to go inside one of the ugliest houses in the country, at least from a resale perspective. On the market for a staggering amount of money, it may stay there until someone just as eccentric as its original owner comes along. So with the housing market in an uptick, how do you make sure your own home doesn't become unsellable? Here's ABC's Rebecca Jarvis with tonight's Realty Check.
Staircase railings that seem more than a little out of place. A bedroom that would make a caveman claustrophobic. And of course, all those lions. Welcome to the $1 million mansion that might just be America's most unsellable house.
So this is the Kessler estate. It's 10 degrees below zero, and there's a bunch of dolphins out front, and they're covered in snow.
Meet Brian Sanders, listing agent on this sprawling mansion. Consider this a cautionary tale in the new hot real estate market.
Basically, we've got 5 structures. We've got the main house, we've got the guest house, we've got the pool house, we have the ballroom conference center, and then we have an apartment that also houses additional guests.
Sanders knows that when it comes to real estate, there are some cardinal rules. First and foremost, you never want your home to be the most expensive one on the block. That's just the first of many rules being shattered here at the Kessler compound in Indianapolis. The asking price?
We realtors like to say $1,295,000, which really is $1.3 million.
Rounding up a little bit.
Rounding up.
Making it the priciest property on the market in this entire zip code.
What is the cost of the average house on this block?
The average house is $150,000.
This is like 10 times.
It's about 10 times that, so.
Wow.
From the bedrooms.
This is almost a room entirely of stone. I feel like we're in a cave.
To the basement.
This room would kind of be like the party place down here.
This room is perfect if you're in the mood for a cocktail, then a hand of blackjack, and then it's time to get in the hot tub.
And the formal dining room.
What we've done here is we've taken a trip to the Orient. As you see, the formal dining room has a hint of Asian influence with a hint of circus mirrors.
There's really no playing footsie under the table here. I'm blown away. This is definitely the most original house I've ever seen, and I've seen a lot of houses in my day.
But original can be a dirty word when it comes to resale value. With the housing market making a serious recovery, more and more Americans are looking to sell. So to guide us through the do's and don'ts, we went to an expert, Josh Altman from Bravo's $1 Million Listing.
This is, as we like to say in real estate, unique or one of a kind. This is definitely one of a kind. Wow, this is like a dungeon room with beds in it. Out of 1 to 10, this is pretty much one of the worst houses I've ever seen.
He's used to selling red-hot luxury properties like this $5.5 million pad in the Hollywood Hills.
I mean, check out this view. This view in itself is worth $2 million.
But he says any house can fall victim to overly specific design details, and that can spell doom when it comes time to resell.
I see mistakes made in houses built all day long.
As much as he tried, Josh couldn't sell this house in Bel Air, shaped strangely like a boat.
Not only is it shaped as a ship, but it probably needs about $1 million worth of upgrades. It looks like the freaking Love Boat in here. This thing is straight out of the 80s.
This is a tough sell, man. You talk about a unique buyer. How many people you know that are looking for a ship?
The more specific your house is, the more difficult it is to sell the house.
Absolutely everything is wrong with this Indiana house.
Hannah Elberts of Curb.com spends her day poring over real estate listings, looking for the standouts.
What's hideous about this one?
It's got a rotunda with pink metallic hues.
Oh wow, this is the Las Vegas one.
It's sort of as if you wouldn't need to leave your own home in order to get the vibe you would at the, at the Venetian or
Just put a
Caesar's
roulette
Palace.
wheel right there, and you're good to go.
Right behind the bar, I think.
Back at our baffling Indianapolis mega mansion.
Yeah, I love that there's railings all around this, but there's no railings going up the stairs.
Great lights coming through on the place.
Even listing agent Brian Sanders is confused by some of the rooms.
So here you have your side room, your salon.
Yeah, I'm not real sure what that room is used for.
How many rooms do you think you've said, I'm not really sure what that room is used for in this house?
Well, I think it just depends on the individual person and what they want to use the room for.
This isn't available anywhere else. This isn't the only place where you can get this. So I have to imagine that whoever is going to come here and buy this is a little bit eccentric, has some money, and wants to live in Indianapolis. And you have to be able to put all of those things together in order to make it work.
But this was all part of a 20-year construction project taken on by the estate's original owner, a convicted pimp turned construction magnate.
What do you think he was going for? Do you think he had a vision of what all of this collectively would be?
I just don't think he cared what people think.
In fact, this house is so ugly,
Oh look, I'm in a fish tank.
it's become a local legend.
So do you pass the Kessler estate on your way to work?
Sometimes, yes. It's incredible.
Of course, if you're rich enough to build a mansion like this,
Oh, cool.
maybe you're not too worried about resale value.
Imagine you just bought this house.
But for the rest of us,
For most of the people in this country, their house is their biggest investment in their life. You want to make sure that investment's going to make you money when you sell that house.
rule number 1, keep it simple.
You got to keep a house one particular style. If you're going for modern, stick to it the whole way through the house.
Rule number 2, landscaping is key.
You got to work on the curb appeal. This house, for instance, is horrible curb appeal. The first thing you see when you pull up is like this rock frontage of extra rocks all over the land. I mean, it's horrible.
Rule number 3, don't make it personal.
Make it as unspecific as possible. Neutral colors, take out all the personal stuff throughout the house, except this house in general is personal. So at that point, I don't know, maybe take a bulldozer to it.
This isn't going to be easy to sell.
Well, I think there's challenges for sure, but
Challenges.
I think
That's putting it lightly.
Well, I think as a realtor, though, do you always want the easy, necessarily sale, or do you want to maybe work a little harder and have the challenges of something like this?
You're ready for Indianapolis $1 million listing?
I think I could handle it, yeah, for sure.
For Nightline, I'm Rebecca Jarvis in Indianapolis.